Hi students, we have done with cul-de-sac corridor and now we are going to move to the intersection. The steps that follow apply to all intersection regardless of whether it is a T-shaped intersection, a four-way intersection, perfectly perpendicular or skewed at an angle. When you build your corridor model, chances are that it will not be graded perfectly and you may need to tweak it to perfect it. This is why you build the model in the first place so you can easily see whether and where the model fails. Design flaws are difficult to catch right away when you are dealing with the two-dimensional model. Plan what alignments, profiles, and assemblies you will need to create the right combination of baseline, regions, and targets to model an intersection that will interact the way you want. So in this exercise, we will create a four-way intersection using intersection wizard in Civil 3D. You can open 1004 drawing from the description link. If you did not get, please write down in the comment box and I will send you this drawing. We will start building a four-way intersection here for road A and road B. From the Home tab, create design panel, choose intersection and create intersection tool. And select intersection point, choose the intersection of two existing alignment. At select main road alignment, you can select road A alignment that run from west to east. The create intersection general dialogues will appear. Set intersection corridor type to all crown maintained and click next. In the geometry detail page, verify that road A is the primary road by looking at the priority list. If road A is not at the top of the list, use the arrow button on the right side here to reorder this road. Then click the offset parameter here button, and here you will see primary road, road A and road B. Set the offset value for left and right of road A and road B 4.5 meter for both of them, and fill in the text box against a create new offset from start to end of center line. This will ensure that the turns lanes you are about to create will have targets to meet. At this step, your screen should look like this. Then click OK to close the intersection offset parameter dialog box. On the geometry detail page, click the curve return parameter button to enter the intersection curve return parameters. For the NE quadrant, place a check mark next to widen turns lanes of incoming road. It will show you here preview, and then again do it for the, you can go with next, and again next. For the SW quadrant, we also need widen turns length for incoming road. So you can go clicking by next button. Again, we can click OK to get back on create intersection wizard. Some locales requires that lane slope flatten out to 1%. For example, here you can click on intersection length slope perimeter and you can change the slope for left and right side of road A and right and left side of road B. You can change slope as you have in your design, but for this exercise I will keep them as by default, and I can click OK to turn back to the create intersection wizard. Another thing, we have curve return profiles parameter, which you can see here. We have quadrant NE, and if I will change, it will change preview on drawing, and you can change anything related to road A and road D for left side, for right side, and it will show you here. So you can make changes by but I will keep them as by default in this exercise. On the corridor region page, just click next. For the region page, here you will see, click add to an existing corridor to place the intersection in the north river crossing here, and verify that the select surface to daylight should be existing surface. In the corridor region section type list, here we have sides, here we have all lanes, and here we have assemblies which we need to select for each lane. For curve return fillet, just click against the three dots and you can select here curve return. For primary road full section, here we need to select full section. Primary road half, then we need to select left half. Again, here we need to select right half, and for secondary road full section, again select full section, click OK, and here left half, then for secondary road half section, now right half, just click OK. Give each assembly a friendly, meaningful name, will keep things less confusion. If we have not all necessary assemblies created in our drawing, at this point you could still create your intersection with the default assemblies, but if you have already these assemblies in your drawing, then it will, if they are with the same name, then Civil 3D will pull up them here in this dialog box automatically. Just click here now to create intersection. After a few movement of processing, you will see a corridor appear at intersection of the road. If you did not see your frequencies line on corridor, use the region command, so it will appear here. Executing a region command after creating an intersection is sometime necessary. Just select your corridor, and from the contextual tab you can select corridor properties and switch to the perimeter tab of the corridor properties dialog box here, and highlight one of the region towards the bottom list. For example, here, like this, and just notice the region highlighted in the parameter tab is outlined in the graph here. This will help you determine which regions to edit, to move from region to region without searching through the overwhelming list of baseline and region. Use the select region from the drawing button. So now just click cancel to close corridor parameter and press escape to deselect. So this is how you can create four-way intersection using intersection wizard in Civil 3D. In the next part of this exercise, we will create three-way intersection. So stay tuned with us.